All right. So these are questions on SOD. The first question says, evaluate square root of 54 times square root of 24 times 2 times square root of what? 20. So how do we solve this? Just like in my previous video when I explained SOD, I said we have two methods, but here we are going to be using the first method. We are going to express this SOD into what? Simpler terms. We express this what? SOD into what? Simpler what? SOD if what? Possible. What is the first method again, class? The first method is by what? Expressing the what? SOD into what? Simpler what? SOD. Okay. Now, 54. What are the two numbers that can multiply to give us 54? In which one of the factors we have to be a perfect square. We have 9 times what? 6. 9 times 6 is what? 54. So square root of 54 is same as what? The square root of what? 9 times what? 6. Because 9 times 6 is what? 64. And 9 there is a what? Perfect square. 9 is a what? 9 is a what? Perfect square. Thank you. So this will be equal to 3 root what? 6. Then for 24, the square root of what? 24. We have what? 4 times what? 6. 4 times 6 will give you what? 24. And 4 is a perfect square. 4 times what? 6. So this is the same thing as what? 2 root what? 2 root what? 6. Then for 2 root 20, we have 2, 4 times what? 5. And 4 here is also a perfect square. So this will be the same thing as what? 2 times what? 2 root what? 5, which is equal to 4 root what? 4 root 5. Hello? 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 So having done this, the next step, we are going to what? Simplify. We are going to what? We are going to what, class? Simplify. So I'll be cleaning up here. So this will be equal to 3 root 6 times 2 root 6 times what? 4 root what? 5. Okay? All right. So the next step will simplify. Okay? So we can see that these two are like terms, isn't it? We have 3 root 6 times what? 2 root what? 6. Okay? So we multiply their coefficient. 2 times 3 will give us what? 6. So this will be 6 root 6 times square root of 6 times square root of 6 will give you what? Square root of 6 what? Square. Okay? Yes. Times 4 root what? 5. Our square here will cancel the what? Square root. And we are left with what? 6 times 6. 6 times 6 will give us what? This is what? 30 what? 6 times what? 4 root what? 5. Is that understood? Yes. Is that understood? Yes, sir. 3 times 2, 6 times 6 is 36. Our final answer will be 36 times what? 4. And 36 times 4 will give us what? 144. So this will be equal to what? 144 root what? 5. All right. For these other ones, this example 2, we say they say the question says we should simplify the what following. So how do we simplify the following? All we have to do, is to actually express this sword to simpler what sword if what possible. Okay, so for square root of 18 is not a perfect square, isn't it? 18 is not a what perfect what square. But when we express this to a simpler form, we have 9 times what 2. 9 times 2 will give you what 18. This is simply the square root of 9 times square root of what 2. Okay, and 9 is a perfect square. 9 is a perfect square, and the square root of 9 is equal to what 3. So I can express this is simply will be equal to what 3 root what 2. So this is the correct what answer. I've expressed this what to this simpler what sword. The next one is 225, square root of 225. So we look at two factors of 225, okay, in which one of them should be a what perfect square. One of them should be a what perfect square, and that will be what 9 times 25. So this will be equal to 9 times what 25. Fortunately for us here, the both of them here is what perfect square. 9 is a perfect square, and 25 is also a perfect square. The square root of 9 is what 3, and the square root of 25 is what 5. So our answer is 3 times 5, which is equal to what 15. Our answer is a rational number. The third question, 540, just like I say, we look for two factors of 540 in which one of them must be a perfect square, and that will be 9 times 60. So square root of 540 will be what 9 times what 60. 9 times what 60, and 9 here is a perfect square. The square root of 9 is equal to what 3. So this will be equal to 3 root what 60. So this is the answer to this. And the next question, the square root of 300. We know that 100 is a perfect square. So multiply, this will be equal to what 100 times what 3, which is equal to the square root of 100 is what 10. 10 times 10 is what 100. So this will be equal to what 10 root what 3. So the next question, question E, square root of 3, square root of 3 plus square root of what 12. 3, the square root of 3 is an irrational what number. So we are going to focus on what square root of what 4. We try to simplify the square root of what 12. Okay, so this will be equal to the square root of 3 plus, express 12 as 4 times what 3, which is equal to what 12. So this will be equal to the square root of 3 times 4. The square root of 4 is equal to 2. Okay, so this is square root of 3 plus 2 root what 3. You can see that they are like terms. Root 3 plus 2 root 3 is equal to what 3 root what 3. So the final answer here will be equal to 3 root what 3. All right. So the next question, we have 108 minus square root of 108 minus square root of 25. So what are the two factors of 108 in which when you multiply them, it will give you 108, and one of them must be a perfect square. So we have 36 times what 3. 36 times 3 will give you what 108. So 108 is expressed as 36 times what 3. Okay, and we know that 36 is a perfect square. 36 times 3, the 25 can be expressed as 25 times 3. 25 times what 3. The square root of 36 is 6. So this will be equal to 6 root 3 minus square root of 25 is 5 minus 5 root what 3. 6 minus 5 is equal to what 1. So our final answer will be equal to what root what 3. So root 3, square root of 3 is the same thing as what? 1 root what? 3. The next question, square root of 75 plus 2 root 48. So we are going to simplify that also. 75 can be simplified as 25 times what? 3 plus 2. 48 can also be simplified. You look at 48, 3 is a factor, is a good factor of 48, and 3 times 16 will give us what? 48. So this will be 16 times 3. The square root of 25 is 5. So this will be 5 root 3 plus 2. Square root of 16 is 4. So this will be 2 times 4 times 4 is 16. So 2 times 4 root what? 3. 2 times 4 is 8. Therefore, this is simply 5 root 3 plus what? 8 root what? 3. Which is equal to 5 plus 8 will give us what? 13. So our final answer will be what? 13 root what? 3. And finally, the last question here is a WAEC question. Okay? But it's very simple. You just have to know how to simplify it. Most of them, they actually have a common root. Like for this other WAEC question, you look for 2 factors of each of the expression, 2 factors in which one of them must be a perfect square. Okay, for 18 now we have 2 times 9. 2 times 9 is what? 18, and 9 is a perfect square. So solving this, for this 18, I will simplify 18 to be what? Root 2. You can say 9 times 2. 9 times 2. For 32 here, we have 16 times 2. And for 50, so this is plus, this is minus. For 50, we have what? 2 times 25, or you say 25 times what? 2. 9 is a perfect square, so square root of 9 is what? 3. So this is 3 root 2 plus square root of 16 is what? 4. 4 root what? 2 minus square root of 25 is what? 5. 5 root 2. So you can see they are all like terms. 3 plus 4 will give us 7. So this is 7 root 2 minus what? 5 what? Root 2. 7 minus 5 will give us what? 2 root what? 2. So this is our final answer. You can see the solve is very simple to solve. Thank you very much.